Nick looked fucking great. Don't get me wrong. Nick was on, and but I had Hardy. I had Hardy at a spot where I think I wouldn't be surprised if he would have won. That's a fucking bullshit amateur move. You don't do this as a professional, and if you don't work on yourself, you're just going to be out. But to cancel someone, to take someone's livelihood away, to be able to make money, that is absolutely fucking disgusting for me. And I don't want to see that on any. I don't care what you do. You don't look like you just got out of the ICU.
Yeah, I lost like 10 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, I probably sound like Bobby Kennedy.
So you just yesterday got out, right?
Yeah, yesterday, late afternoon.
Can you tell us what happened? You went in for the second hip replacement surgery last week, Tuesday, just a week ago, exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
And you were supposed to go in and out within 5 to 6 hours, right?
exactly. Yeah.
So what happened, man? Break it down real quick.
So the more I'm learning about it, this is an interesting topic. But I went in. The surgery was a success. He put in the last stitch, and I started aspirating, vomiting in my sleep, and inhaling it at the same time. So I ended up getting a lot of vomit into my lungs. So they had to do an emergency. I had to be intubated and put on a breathing tube, and they had to put a vacuum basically into my lungs to try to get all that stuff out. And they were struggling to get the tube into my throat because it was clamping down. They would send one down and it would coil up. It wouldn't go snake in. And then they had to use a harder plastic one, and they were ripping the hell out of my throat, and they really struggled to get it in. And finally they got it in, and everything went off. My kidneys were bad. My lungs were terrible. My oxygen was terrible. And I was like green and swollen. They said my head was swollen. And I didn't wake up for almost a day and a half. So when I woke up, I was like, all right, cool. The surgery's over. We're ready to go. And everyone, their faces were like, no, you're going nowhere. And I was in ICU already. I wasn't, in the recovery room. And that's when it all hit. Like, and then the shift change came. So the people that were working on me the night before were there, and their faces were like they saw a ghost. They're like, "You're still alive?"
They thought you were gone by the time they come
Oh,
back for the next
oh
shift.
yeah, yeah. I was. It
Oh,
was that bad, and it was brutal. Like I was having hallucinations, and I don't know if it was from the anesthetics they were using to keep me under while they were trying to work on me. But I was basically awake but asleep. So they could tell that I was in a lot of pain when they were trying to snake that they went through my nose, they went through my throat,
mm.
and they could tell I was in a lot of pain, but I couldn't verbalize it.
Mm.
It's like that nightmare scenario where you can feel all the pain, but you're not awake.
You can't show the pain, yeah.
Right. And you can't express yourself, but they could see my eyes like,
Like
and
motherfucker.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was so bad. But
I'm
the
glad you're here,
moral of the
man.
story is, you know, I have undiagnosed, I've never officially been diagnosed with sleep apnea. And I know I have it because, my girlfriends in the past, they're like, you stop breathing in your sleep. And I snore so crazy. But I've never went and did a sleep study and got a CPAP or anything. And this was the final straw because it almost took my life.
So
And
you
now
getting one now?
I'm gonna get. I'm working closely with a ENT specialist. Where once I'm all right and can leave the house, I'll go and do a sleep study. But I'm 100% positive that's what it was because
Mm.
I've
But,
had
but
experiences where my my breathing just clamps shut. It's like scary, whether I'm coughing or if I'm doing like hard cardio and I'm trying to breathe, and all of a sudden it just clamps shut and it's almost like vacuum sealed. They can't open it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I was going to ask you, how far from surgery did you eat?
I was just about to say, don't they tell you not eat for 12 hours?
Yeah, I didn't eat anything from like 8 o'clock the night before,
Yeah, that's I
but
was
I
talking,
had a little bit of water the
Mhm.
morning of.
I was talking to my sister because she's a laparoscopic surgeon, and then she does a lot of surgeries, obviously, and having a anesthesiologist to put you under. So when I said that you aspirated, I said first thing that she asked, did he eat anything? So of course not. People tell you here at least 12 hours before not to, right? So it's probably
Yep.
similar. But then I guess anesthesia, when you're completely like relaxed, then it can go in the wrong way. And then you could have basically get the sepsis, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a super danger. But I thought you were maybe induced in a coma like for an hour. It looks like you were there for a day.
Yeah, it was over 24 hours,
Holy
almost a day and a half. And
cow.
then I slowly was coming out of it. And I was so loopy. And I didn't have my phone with me to tell anyone, to respond to anyone. I didn't talk to my brother for a day and a half. And then finally, one of the nurses grabbed my phone for me. I was able to
When did it
start.
really hit you where you realized that, fuck, I was half dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was when every nurse that came in was like, "Oh, that was a close one." I'm like, "Really?" My
But
teeth are chipped. I chipped a bunch of teeth in the back. My front two teeth are chipped
oh,
from them
really?
working on me. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, because don't worry about the teeth. Let's save his life. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah,
that's
it hit me
crazy.
once the anesthetic started wearing off, and I started to realize because I was literally hallucinating. Where am I? What room am I in? And they're like,
High
no,
as a
you're
kite.
still. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And as I started coming off it, I started realizing,
So
wow.
let me ask you, first of all, man, I'm praise the Lord that you're still here because that was a close call, I would
Yeah.
say.
Oh,
And
yeah.
but would the hospital now cover you getting your teeth fixed?
They were asking me about that. And
Because
they
it's going
had
to
like,
cost you money. You want some cosmetic
yeah.
repairs. You want to look like you looked before you went in there.
Yeah, they were trying to be like, well, that's kind of the risk you take, and we're trying to save your life, and it happens, and
Is that
just
what you
left it
sign
at
up
that.
for? When you sign the papers, I thought you signed for it, that there is a possibility that you might not wake up, but I don't remember signing that if they have the crack or break my teeth that that's on my own.
Yeah,
No, I don't know.
Hey, if this is the rule, that's disgusting. I mean, come on, okay, you save somebody's lives, okay, but fix him up. What's the problem? Like, medical field doesn't have hospitals, doctors don't have enough insurance money that if something goes wrong,
Right?
I mean, that's disgusting to even hear it. Jose, I don't know, you probably saw all my messages. I just had like super weird feeling. I keep texting you because I don't know why. I just had it that okay, you're pretty good. You text me right
yeah,
back, and you didn't, and I just had it. Ooh, because when I had a shoulder surgery a few years back, and I remember waking up from anesthetics. Literally, if you would give me a choice, die or suffer this kind of pain, I would choose death. I mean, this is how bad it was. Last time when I had my hip surgery, again, I woke up and there was the pressure. It was not as bad, but man, I mean, it's not, some people can handle anesthetics
Are
much,
you in pain as soon as you wake up?
not in pain. The other thing is like pressure, buzzing sound in the ears, this kind of thing.
Mm. But
Not
don't they
pain.
don't they normally just give you a nerve block? for
Yeah,
you to
I
be
got a
pain
nerve
free
block.
for at least 7 to 8 hours after.
I had
Yeah,
a no pain in my hip right away, but overall body feeling
Oh,
pressure.
you didn't do well with the
Aesthetics.
getting put out. Yeah, that's
I mean,
different. Yeah.
I assumed that for Jose's surgery, everything went smooth, but the only thing here, because your anesthetics relaxes you, and you went in the wrong hole, and then you aspirated and you puked, and
yeah,
that can cause sepsis.
yeah. The hip itself was perfect, and
Yeah.
it's just that I was laying in a bed for a week longer than I was supposed to.
Mm.
So now, the nurses and therapists came out to my house today and to look at everything. And it's a week post op. So they took the bandage off. They said it looks great and I'm good to go. But I still have a little bit of pneumonia.
Yeah.
And that's why they wouldn't release me. Cause like 3 days ago, I was like, let me go. I'm good. And they're like, no way. And they're like,
Yeah.
you breathe.
Yeah.
You can hear the wheezing when I would breathe. It was bubbly, like popping.
Yeah. I had that. I had that same. It felt like you were smoking out of a bong when I was breathing. I
Yeah.
had the same thing. You remember, Milos, when I came back from Spain and I ended up in the hospital one week, 2007?
Yeah, the wheezing voice.
I had walking pneumonia. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I went
Yeah.
from Spain, 1 week of Spain, came back on the plane. The plane took off. I don't know what it was, maybe the altitude. All of a sudden, I couldn't breathe. I was literally standing in the back end of the plane. So before we took off, I was talking to two girls that were sitting behind me. They were from my area because I could hear when they talk. So I was there, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So I sat down. They said, we're about to take off. We took off. That plane was like this. I felt like somebody's choking me. So I got up and I wanted to walk back. And since the plane was like this, I had to run not to fall. So I ended up in the back of the plane. I'm telling this flight attendant, I said, listen, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I was panicking and everything at the same time now. And that was a 2-hour flight. I was standing back there like a silver surfer. I did not sit down even for the landing. I said, I can't sit. And I was so out of breath. And then the pilot went on the intercom and said, do we have a doctor on board? Of course, my luck, not a single fucking doctor on board. And there comes this older lady. She said, oh, I work in a home for old people. Like, you ain't no doctor. And she's saying, I can hear everything, I'm just, I'm trying to get some air in. And she said, oh, you know what she said? She put a fucking plastic bag over my mouth.
Yeah, that's even worse.
It made it worse. I took that
Yeah.
shit off. And I was so exhausted after, I don't even know how long I was standing there, that I was like, and I felt all of a sudden, I felt like something saying, just lay down. It's literally telling me, just lay down, fucking die, it's over. I felt that 2 times. And 2 times I wanted to lay down because I was exhausted from trying to breathe. And then, I don't know, I thought about my wife and everything, and I was like, fuck, I can't, I have to stand. And we landed in Frankfurt. I was standing there holding between seats. I did not sit down. You couldn't tell
Wow.
me to do nothing at that moment. I swear to God. She tried to tell me, sit down, because if I sit down, I'm going to die. And then they already had the ambulance
Ambulance.
on the roadway. So they told everybody, not don't move. They took me out first. I went straight to Frankfurt into the hospital. I stayed there for a whole week.
And you had pneumonia.
I didn't know.
Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't just anxiety or anything.
No, but and you think, but you have, all of a sudden you can't breathe. Now you're panicking. Now all that come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My blood pressure was higher than giraffe pussy. I'm telling you. When they checked my blood pressure, that shit was, I don't even know how I still here, because I felt everything was about to explode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So yeah, I know pneumonia ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Ain't
No,
no
I never
joke.
had it in my life.
And
Never had
especially,
issues.
yeah, and especially when you're older. That's one of the main killers for old people is pneumonia.
Yeah.
So,
You know?
Jose, are you on one floor or two floors?
I
Uh,
have two in my house.
you have to go the stairs up and down every day?
I spend most of my time on the first level.
Okay.
And then I have a finished basement where I go with a giant TV, and I like to lay on the couch down there.
Uh,
Mm.
I
So are
can
you
actually,
walking? You walking?
yeah, yeah. I walk with a cane.
Okay.
It and it's fine. It's just I'm sore.
Yeah.
I have limited mobility in the hip,
Mm.
Okay.
and I'm on so many different drugs. I'm
Which
on
one?
I'm on blood pressure meds,
Antibiotics.
antibiotics. I have to do this nebulizer 4 times a day. It's like a
Mm.
breathing thing. It has medicine in it. I'm on oxycodone. I'm
Okay.
on muscle relaxers. I'm on
No, you're on a cocktail.
yeah,
Yeah.
a ton of
They
stuff.
put you on oxycodone right away. You see, for me, there was like, oh, there is some new experimental opiate that is much better. I think it's Urnavix, something like that. Man, I got so many side effects on it that I had to get off of it. I don't know if I told you. Literally speaking, my skin was hurting. I
Yeah.
tight t-shirt, and it's like everything is hurting. My scalp was hurt. I couldn't live. I had to stop on. Oh, that's experimental, just approved drug.
Yeah, you the guinea pig. That's what they
No
they try
thanks.
to say.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Yeah.
You know, yeah,
Oh
you were
man.
the guinea pig. Let's give him some of this and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt great in the hospital
Mm.
because I was on Dilaudid. I was on everything. They put a pick in my arm that went up into my shoulder, into my heart, directly into my heart. That's when I knew shit was real. I was like,
Yeah, that's when
what
you
is
know that
this?
shit.
They're like, we have a pick line right into your heart. And I'm like,
Oh,
really? I'm like, oh, this is serious. They're like, oh yeah. And
Mm.
thankfully, each day that went by, I was
You
able to get
improved.
my voice back. When I first woke up, I could only speak in one word sentences. I sounded like a cowboy.
Mm.
It was weird. Like I had an accent in like a Texas accent and could only say one word at a time. It was so weird.
What you say, a
Yeah,
Texas accent.
like you sound like a cowboy. It was strange.
I'm glad you're funny. Now, I'm glad you're back, my man.
man.
And now everything's is good. Now let's just hope your hip heals up faster. And I don't know about these opioids, man. They gave me opioids when I had my shoulder and my biceps um, done, and they gave me the prescription, and they said, "Now we did a nerve block. You're not going to feel anything." He said, "As soon as you start feeling your fingers tingling again," he said, "you start taking those pills in like every 4 hours."
Yeah.
And I was afraid of pain. So when I felt that my hand is coming back, it's not numb, I said, let me take this pill before that pain kicks in. So I took one and I went to sleep that night and I woke up in the morning and I was not in pain. I said, why should I take this pill if I don't have pain? I never took another
Oh no.
pill.
Good.
If you don't need it, don't take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they tell you take it every 4 hours,
Yeah.
without even checking if you're in pain. Maybe it's just a little bit and you can tolerate it. I took
Yeah.
literally just one pill and I have this whole fucking prescription here, a bottle full
Yeah.
of that shit.
I'm on Tylenol to extra strength.
Yeah.
So I limit the opiates until the night when I got to sleep.
Mm.
They
So are
sent
you
me home with an oxygen tank too.
so you felt pain when you don't take it, or you get to that point where you feel, oh, it's coming?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh
obvious.
shit, yeah, nasty.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to sleep without it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Amilo's explained to me how he was before he had the surgery, the pain
Oh yeah,
level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
different
Exactly.
pain though. So
eh,
my before the surgery, my groin, my adductor was useless. I couldn't pull my knee in at
mm.
all. And now that's gone. As soon as I woke up, that pain was gone.
But I,
But
I I I know severe pain, so I know what it feels like. So when someone explains to me how much in pain he is, then I know exactly how he feels.
oh yeah,
Some people never really experience severe pain
oh
for a
yeah,
long period of time because it's get you to the point where you want to go fucking nuts. You know,
exactly.
a lot of people. My dad never had a headache in his life. He's 86 years old. Never had a headache in his life.
He's
Yeah.
lucky.
I'm born with migraines. I had my first
Yeah,
migraine attack when I was 6 months old.
Shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're
So
lucky.
he never had a headache ever. So he doesn't even know what it feels like when I'm there, my eyes almost about to pop out, and I have to put myself in a room dark and cold and leave me the fuck alone. Don't talk to me. He doesn't
Yeah.
understand, until he had that issue with his back one time. Then he experienced what it means when your back is really fucked up and you're in back pain.
What's
So,
funny is my back has been great since the surgery.
oh,
My
really?
back was unbearable. I had to stop and stretch every 20 minutes. It was locking up on me. And now, since the surgery, my back has been fine.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You still you keep in mind you're on meds right now.
Yeah. But that
This
pain
not
isn't
just helps
there.
your hip. This will help your back too. So
Yeah.
it will numb everything for temporarily. So
Yeah.
were you able to catch up on the news a little bit yesterday after you got home, or are you still
Yeah.
basically you
I
were?
mean, I was totally out of it. I tried to follow the live stream and
Yeah,
I
no, you
saw
don't
a
have to.
bunch of
We're
it.
gonna put some footage up and we're gonna look at it together
Yeah.
because I was the only one on the panel right now who was there. Milos watched the live stream, and you can see some of the stuff. I mean, first, I mean, let's just say this: um, Andrew winning the Arnold, absolutely okay for me.
Yeah.
No doubt, and I have no issues with this, and I'm just a little. And I don't want to. I mean, Nick looked fucking great. Don't get me wrong. Nick was on, and but I had Hardy. I had Hadi at a spot where I think I wouldn't be surprised if he would have won,
Hmm.
especially Saturday night.
Yeah.
But I guess the score sheets tells a total different story.
I
Which
think my initial impression with Hadi was looked like looked small. He
no,
looked
he wasn't small. No, he wasn't small.
not smaller. It looked like his
No,
shoulders and arms were down, his legs were down.
nah. The only thing that I saw Friday was it was still good enough for me on Friday, to be honest, but he wasn't as conditioned as he normally is. But
Right.
he's always a little less conditioned on Friday and always much better on Saturday. Just this
Yeah.
time, he was a little less than he normally is on Friday, which is totally understandable for me. And if they would have had him in third on Friday or second, I would have said okay, because he was off for Hadi. And I expected that. I had him in fourth in my prediction,
Mm.
Wow.
just to keep it real. I had him because I didn't think he was going to look like this. When he came out, I was shocked. How can this man come out looking like this after all that stuff he went through and still, bringing this package to the stage? And Saturday he killed it.
What do you think it
So
was? Do you think he dried out or got
yeah, it's
more
like
pumped?
always. Hardy is like Phil Heath, Mr. Saturday.
Yeah. Would they get the
Always.
same coach?
No, he didn't have a coach this time.
No.
Although I think that there is someone in the background because I just have a feeling about this.
Yeah.
And I can tell you guys exactly why I think this because how can I say this? I'll probably be the first one to say this, and I haven't spoken to neither one of them. But I think I wouldn't be surprised, let's put it this way, that if he will be working with Chet Nichols. I wouldn't be surprised, and I'll tell you why. Because Chet Nichols posted something on Friday morning or Thursday or Friday or Saturday, but yeah, one of the days. He posted something, not a picture of nothing. He posted, uh, hold on, let me see what it was. And then in English, he said something about what the athletes look like on stage is how the work they put in, blah, blah, blah. Something like this. And within 2 minutes, Hadi liked it. I know he can't read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was
Yeah.
one of the first one on there to like it. So I was like, okay, so
Interesting.
now I know he can't read it, but it's Chad, so maybe they have some connection. This is just me speculating, guys. So I just
Conspiracy
said
theory.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to in the future be working with Chet Nichols.
Yeah, I don't really think so, but you point out this to me. Hadi has been preparing himself for years. I saw his pro debut looking crazy. After that, he went to Korea with you, Jose, looking
Yeah.
crazy. Didn't have a
Yeah.
coach. went to what was Portugal as a 212, also looked
He
crazy.
went to after that.
And
He went to a
Vancouver,
show that I emceed in San Marino,
no,
Yes.
where Cedric McMillan won, who was completely so far off that he wasn't even funny.
yeah,
Hadi got second,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
should have won. And it was almost a fight.
yeah,
I mean, it was so close because all the people that was there with Hardy, they were ready to they fight to jump the stage or whatever. I had the microphone in my hand. I had to get off stage, talk to these guys, and I said, "Listen, Steve already took his shirt off, his jacket off. I thought we had to get the blows. It was close.
What was the
It was
show that Hadi turned pro and then immediately competed in the
yeah.
pros, and he was
Shadow
second
Classic.
to Rolly?
Shadow
wasn't
Classic.
that Dubai?
I was there.
Dubai,
Yeah, and
right?
he could have beat Rolly that day.
Yeah, listen, I have to find those pictures, guys. So he was actually there was some conspiracy there too. He originally didn't win amateur contest, believe it or not. They were going to give it to somebody else, and then there was a fuss, and then, of course, that they end up giving him the title, and then they gave him opportunity to compete next day at the Shadow Classic. But he was small. I mean, he was really much smaller, Hadi Chopin at that time. But when he showed up next to big old Raleigh, and that's what Dennis notices, Hadi creates illusion of so much size with his conditioning that, like, so, oh my God, he's killing Raleigh. He was
Yeah,
he should have win that contest hands down because he was complete. He was shredded, dry to the bone.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
same
But
energy brings.
but in Steve's defense, like I said, I thought Hadi was the better guy. Steve probably went for shape and size in Cedric. You know what I mean? I'm emceeing the show, so I don't see what it looks like from downstairs. But to me, I mean, Hadi was the only one. He beat Brandon Curry that day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And there was who got fourth? Tim Budesheim, because I think he just got his pro card the day before,
I
and
think it
he
was
competed in the.
2017, right?
I don't remember what year it was.
17. Yeah.
That was 2017. The
Yeah,
week before, Brandon beat Cedric
Yeah,
at the Ferrigno.
at the
right.
you competed, you were fourth, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I watched you. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Brandon impressed the hell out of me there too, because he was like so phenomenal. We're gonna
So
talk.
if Carter can pull up the prejudging the comparisons real quick, so we could just go through them real quick before we get to the finals and see a little bit, because I can see it.
But interestingly, Jose and a few other people think that maybe Hadi was a little bit smaller. You were there and you say he wasn't. So
He didn't look smaller to me. Not really. He didn't look smaller to me. All right,
okay.
hold up, stop that right there. No, no,
Yes.
too late. Go back a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, just to point out, Brandon Curry was in between Hadi and Martin in the first call out.
Hmm.
No way
No,
that,
that was the group.
yeah, that was a group. Sorry, yeah, the first call out group. So there was no way they could overlook him. Oh, we didn't see you. He was right here in the middle between Hadi placing third and Martin placing fourth, and they didn't see him.
Yeah. Yeah. Martin on Friday was a disaster. Look at the size, because we said that Hadi was smaller. Look how big he is next to Rafael Brandao.
Yeah. You can
Rafael
see it.
Brandao looks like he's way undersized here.
He looks classic.
Yeah, I was just about to say it. I didn't want to say it because I know now, Jose, you get the comments.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's fine.
Hey, what
But
do you see?
you see what I'm saying? For me, Hadi wins this post hands down.
Yeah, that front double biceps is Hadi pose, definitely.
Yeah.
Leg is
Powerful.
up. His right leg is bigger.
Yeah, his right leg was a little bit still smaller than the other one, but he worked on it. Maybe he just positioned the leg on the right spot. He moved it up a little bit, an inch or two, to make it, appear a little bit bigger. Whatever he's doing, it's working. Let's get to the next pose. Martin looks soft even there. It was right in the beginning. It wasn't even after halfway prejudging. He was softening up as soon as he starts posing. Don't know what the issue was.
Yeah.
Stop.
I mean, you see
The only one that content him, Hadi, right there, is Brandon.
Yeah.
Really, the only one that can stand next to him and be bigger, that's Brandon. Martin is not bigger than Hadi.
No.
Let's go. Keep going. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Brandon's hamstring glutes, they're there.
Yeah. Good.
Oh yeah.
Look how unimpressive Martin is when he's not on. His back is normally 3D, detailed, like Brandon's looking right now. This is what happens when you're not 100%, and probably not even 85%. He changed a lot on Saturday, though. I got to give it to him. But that was not third place for me. Fourth place. Fourth place for me was clearly Friday and Saturday, Brandon Curry. Possibly even higher, because if he would have got a chance to stand in the first call out with them like he's supposed to, my opinion, I think he would have battled Hadi.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying Hadi because Hadi is the one that got third. Because for me, it would have been more like Andrew, Hadi, 1 and 2, Nick, and then Brandon. So Nick and Brandon would have battled for third place.
Yes. Jose, what do you see? You always have a good eye. What do you
I
see?
see Brandon is the prettiest one in that pose. Like everything flows and he's hard. Looks great. His legs are a little smaller from behind, but his taper is incredible. The details there. Hadi's just super powerful looking. Lots of muscle. Yeah,
I'm glad we have both finals too, so you can see the difference later. Okay.
You're right, though. I like the more you look, Brandon
was impressed the hell out of me.
Yeah.
His legs, his thighs of his quads. He's doing things that nobody thought was possible to improve your legs at age over 40.
Size, separation.
Okay, fast forward to see what's next.
I'd love to hear what their thoughts were.
Who?
The judges.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I would like to hear that too.
Okay, so on the right we got Mustafa. That's okay. We don't have to see him because he was guest posing. I don't know how he can beat Williams. I don't know how.
He did?
Yes. I don't know how he can beat this guy and not be dead last.
Yeah, that's questionable.
That don't make no sense. Maybe we just judge in size now and don't care if you have shape and condition, because he definitely had nothing but size, no shape and no condition.
Yeah.
He was guest posing. For me, it was an insult to everybody else coming out looking like the way he did. It's like, hey, I'm just coming to show up.
Yeah. The first impression, Jose, first impression on Andrew and Nick.
It's not close. Like everyone gives Andrew a hard time for his legs. His legs are bigger than Nick's. There's better taper. He's bigger. That. If that were 1 and 2, it wouldn't be close.
It wasn't.
It was 1 and 2.
Yeah. Let's go
That's
to the
just
next
one
pose.
shot. Yeah. I would see Hakim in that pose looked
Let's
even better.
you know what? Let's fast forward to the first call out. Let's not all this now with the quarter turns. We don't need to see that right now.
Yeah, yeah. First call out.
Okay, that's the first call out. Too bad that we have Hadi on the very right now because we can't see him. Oh, I can't. Can you guys see him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me move this down. I move this in the middle. Okay. Okay. All right. So here we got. Look at Martin's legs now. I mean, they just totally disappeared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jose, go ahead. I want to hear your opinion first.
I hate beating on Martin. I feel bad about what's going on, but I didn't get to see
No, this
this.
has nothing to do with what's going on, Jose. We're just
Yeah.
judging the physique now. We
Yeah.
get to the
Yeah.
other point later because that's a total different story.
Yeah. He looks small and soft.
Yeah.
He looks smaller and softer than I've seen him in a long time. That's just not close to anyone in that lineup that he's standing with here in the top four. And to me, Andrew stands out like crazy. And in the front double, it's Andrew and Hadi, 100%. When you look at the waistline and the taper, the
Mhm.
fullness and roundness and condition, yeah.
Let's go to the next pose. We can go through the poses because the next two poses is Hadi and Andrew too.
Yeah. No, this one, next one.
From that. Yeah. I don't know why they did this. Why didn't they immediately switch Hadi and Martin?
I don't know. They
They
are
usually do.
switching, so they are switching. But I guess with four in the beginning, you don't really care.
Yeah, but it's still so obvious that it's not necessary to be there. You know what I mean?
I think they were just
I was just disappointed that Brandon wasn't in this call out. Be honest.
yeah, he looks like he would have done a little better.
Who
Mm.
wins side chest, Jose?
Yeah.
Who wins the side chest?
I'd say Andrew right there. Oddly enough, because Hadi's got a great side chest.
Yeah.
I would say Andrew, then Hadi.
I mean, Nick has a tremendous side chest for years, right? We know him for that pose. You don't think he's competitive?
Oh, I
Everybody's
think he's
competitive.
very competitive.
Okay,
But
so explain people why did you choose Andrew and Hadi over Nick, who has shoulders and arms and chest and hanging hamstring and so much muscle?
Going by what I see now,
Yeah.
with the way they stand, I don't know if this is everybody is 100% locked in. I would have gave this pose to Hadi and Nick before Andrew.
yeah, I'm looking at density. Like Andrew has everything popping there. Like the glute, hamstring, quad, side leg, a lot of lines, detail in the muscle, the pecs, shoulders. He just stands out to me. And he's still not hitting it perfectly.
I was about to say maybe if he would hit it the right way. That's
Well,
why I
he
said
could
let it
dominate.
run. Maybe they're not really locked in yet. Let's just see how they were. Okay, stop. All right, no, you got to back it up a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah,
Did you see where he lifted up like this, Andrew, and then he crunches down into it? If he just stayed there like that, he would dominate the whole pose. He
I mean,
would
as big as
dominate.
he is, he should look bigger than everybody in that pose.
Yeah, but
All
he's
right, let's go
making
to
himself smaller.
let's get to the back double biceps because that's where Andrew improved, in my eyes, improved the most. Not the legs, not the hamstrings,
Back.
but the back. The back was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's not close. Because of that back detail, arm detail, the upper
But we have
back.
to judge. But we have to judge from the toes up.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick looks incredible there too.
Yeah, that pose is Nick. No doubt in my mind that he wins this pose because of the hamstrings, the glutes, the back, the buys. Andrew has the upper body, but the legs he's lacking that detail. Maybe
Yeah,
he has it, but he's just not showing it because he's not flexing right. I don't know, but it's the same with Hadi. Hadi was not as detailed as he was on Saturday. Saturday, you could see the hamstrings. It was a huge difference. But that is where I think Nick, I mean, this pose is all Nick.
yeah. He's got so much going on.
Yeah, I think you can tell the difference between someone posing every day for I don't know how long and someone just posing going through the motions.
Yeah,
I think Nick poses his hamstrings when he does his pose. He stands there and holds it. And even though I gotta give Andrew this, he was much better than he normally is. Much better. Even his routine was much better. He was really impressive. You could see he put the work in. But I suggest him to do the same and double that for the Olympia because he has a good shot at winning the Olympia this year.
oh
Absolutely.
yeah. If he can bring in a hamstring detail like Nick has,
I think this is just posing now. It's just posing practice. I don't think it's anything that he can do now that makes it better with training. I think he has to pose, even in off season, every day, to feel when his hamstrings. So you don't have to reach back and feel your ass and your hamstring tie in if it's in. You need to know when you flex without touching yourself.
yeah,
You see, that's the danger because you want a tighter hamstring. So train legs, train legs, train legs, do more cardio, and then he can lose the legs. And he
Mm.
has such a long femur that, yeah, he could lose the volume. And then to get a little bit more tightness of striations of the glutes and hamstring to lose the volume.
I'm not even talking about glutes. I'm
Yeah.
just talking about the hamstrings.
Yeah, but both. You understand? To
Yeah.
get that tighter, you're gonna do much more cardio. And I've seen what
But
happened last year. I don't
yeah,
know.
but Milos, you see what the problem is with a lot of people, and I see it all the time. A lot of people are so focused on showing their striations in the glutes that they relax in the hamstrings because they can't squeeze them both.
right.
They have issues with squeezing them both. They don't find a happy medium, so they focus on the glutes, and the hamstrings are just So instead of focusing on the glutes, focus on the hamstrings because
Yeah.
that's a way bigger picture.
I'm gonna post my hamstring showing video on Instagram. No, seriously, because it's so easy. I'm gonna show it. But yeah, upper body, back down biceps. Andrew is out of this world. This is crazy. Craziest biceps, brachialis, triceps, rear delts, front delts, traps, lats. I mean, holy hell, completely new level. And I think that's why we see that 6 week out back pose that he did. And but you can see there was so much more meat on that back. It was like definitely so much bigger.
Yeah. Let's get to the next pose, the lat spread, and see Hardy come to life when it comes to a real lat spread. It's unbelievable how this man can open up and have such thick lats where he can stand next to Andrew and in size. I'm talking in size. Look at that.
Yeah. That's been, Derek supposedly has the best back in the world, but every time I see a real lat spread with those two, my eye goes to Hadi
Hmm.
in the real lat.
Yeah. I think Andrew, to his defense, is not really open up right now. He still has a little bit to go.
Yeah, I think in
Yeah.
the front and the rear lat spread, Andrew had a couple more inches to spread it.
Yeah. If he were just now where he is right now at the end, when you think you are completely open, if you just try to bring your elbows together, it will just fill out that little hole because you should not be able to see the screen throughout between the arms and the lats. You should close this whole thing off.
Yeah. By the way, Nick improved the width of his back, and now
Mhm.
his lat spread looks way better than before.
That was the
Yeah.
best Nick we've ever seen. I mean,
Yeah, for
no
sure.
doubt. Nick did exactly what he said he was going to do or what he tried, and he 100% succeeded. I mean, more power to him. He
And
is the
look at the
most,
lower body here. Look at the lower body.
yeah, he
He's not
is. He is the
low.
most dangerous bodybuilder of all of them. If you leave the door open, he will slam dunk if he brings that condition again. He doesn't have to get any bigger.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I love that he did that.
So from what we see on the score sheets, Hadi was straight third place on Friday. I mean, yeah, third place on Friday and straight third place on Saturday. This I kind of don't agree with.
Absolutely.
Okay, because Nick looked the same Saturday than he did Friday. There's no way he could have got any better. He didn't get worse, so he stayed the same. Hadi got 20% better, and that, if not more. And Andrew, yeah, I think Andrew was a little drier too.
Maybe they're judging them at their best, comparing them to their best. Where this is Nick's best.
Okay, okay, this is Nick's best.
And Hadi still beats him in that shot.
That's what listen, and we're looking at the screen now. So this is what people saw at home. You know, this is what I saw, and I'm not biased towards anyone. Keep in mind, I had Hadi in fourth going into the show.
Yeah.
You know, I had Martin in second. So they basically, when I saw Martin come out, I was like, okay, he's not even in the talks to win this show. But I said Hadi was slightly off, but he was still battling. And he got better with each pose. Each round, he got better and better, just like Hadi is. And yeah, I mean, judging by this pose, if they would have gave it to Hadi, if they would have gave it to Hadi, you know, nobody would have complained.
Yeah. Jose, what do you say?
His waistline, Hadi. It just stands out. It makes the lats so much bigger. The detail in the legs is unmatched.
You see, that is, but you realize Jose gave it to Andrew at the prejudging front double biceps.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. And this is how maybe judges are looking. Same guys beat each other in the same pose, depending morning, evening.
Yeah, but for what I do the confirmation round then?
Yeah.
If the confirmation round is just to confirm this is what I saw, then I have to be, okay, Hadi is not better than he was yesterday and Andrew is still better.
So I agree that Hadi wins this time, even though I love Andrew Jack's front double.
Yeah. Let's go to the lat spread. And if, as you can see, Martin wasn't even in the call out Saturday, so they didn't even put him in the top 3 call out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let everybody open up. Don't cut it short. Okay, go back a little bit, and I'll tell you when to stop. And stop. There you go.
Yeah.
Nick struggles with the front lat spread. How he's struggling. And I know he's trying. I bet he's probably posing his pose 1,000 times every week, but he's struggling. He's struggling with this pose.
Yeah. So, Jose, be the voice. Who do you give a lat spread?
Man, probably Andrew, but Hadi's detail everywhere is unmatched. The quads, the waistline. I'd probably give that front lat to Andrew. There's very few people I would give a front lat.
But Milos, your honest opinion.
Yeah, I could
when you look at Andrew's front lat spread right now.
So he didn't open up.
Would you say that's his best?
Yeah, listen, I do think that.
Just answer the question. I'm not done with my question yet. I want to just.
What is the question?
Hold on. Do you think that was his best?
No. Yeah,
it wasn't.
No.
Okay. So
I mean,
now the question.
Now the question
is this the best front lat spread of all time?
Listen, pay attention to this one. If somebody hits it perfectly and has all the attributes, like he has crazy shoulders, crazy arms, crazy chest, crazy abs, crazy lats, separated legs, if he creates enough volume, yes. But if he compromises anywhere, then it doesn't. And then I realized when people start bombarding me with the pictures of Ronnie Coleman and Dorian and everybody else, including Sean Ray, sent me his front lat spread. Like, how does he beat this? Like, okay, I don't want to argue, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
He has everything, but he would lose. If I'm a judge, he could lose to Hadi in this moment because for his height and a density and a thickness of the back, like shadow light, see the silhouette? Hadi is thicker. He looks bigger, right? Because the legs comparing to his upper body, it's a little bit more balanced than on Andrew.
Also, but Andrew, does he have to stand there like he's on the motorbike?
I mean, you know,
He
like,
shouldn't. He shouldn't because he doesn't need to. His legs are not that small.
yeah. But I love Andrew's front lat spread. I love his body. I'm glad that he won because that's bodybuilding that we want to have. But
Mhm.
Hadi, as I said before, he could have won every show he ever entered. He could have won this show easily, easily.
So, okay, but he didn't. So we know he got third. That's why we're talking about it. So
Mhm.
now, so you give this post to Andrew?
I would give it to Hadi.
Okay. No, I'm glad you're honest because I would have given it to Hadi too, just alone because Andrew does not need to stand like this. This is just proof that you think your legs are too small. He doesn't have to stand like this. His legs are big. They just don't look as big if it doesn't open them up.
Okay, so
Because
here
as
is
soon as he opened them up, they look bigger. But in the beginning, when he doesn't really open them up, he doesn't flex them, they look a little smaller. That's it.
so here it is just for Andrew because I've seen it with my own eyes. He literally has another inch on both sides of the lats to open up. He did it in front of me and Chris Aceto before. Here's the kind of the chin is hitting his chest, and he didn't really open up. You're supposed to feel the cramp under your armpit. You squeeze your lat so far out that you basically that part is cramping. So if this is it, that means it's all the way out. And here is not bad, but it's not all the way out. Hadi is all the way out. You could see he spread those
You
lats.
you could see that he knows when he's in the pose. He hits that pose and he doesn't need anybody to tell him open up, open up. When some other people still have, basically need to hear from outside, open up because they're not 100% open, just like you just mentioned. Let's go to the next pose, the side chest. Well, since we're at that point, I'd like to say you too can unlock your full potential with the cutting edge lineup from high tech pharmaceuticals. All you have to do is just follow them on IG and Facebook. Visit High Tech Pharma for a deep dive into their science backed formulas that will power your performance, strength, and also bring you some of the best results.
Fuel your grind with the science of results. High-tech pharmaceuticals brings power, performance, and precision to every product. Elevate your fitness. Visit hightechpharma.com today. Backed by science. Built for strength.
Now he's on the right side. We can see him more from, I don't want to say from the front, but we can see everything. So he looks much bigger now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give him that pose here too. And then I would probably give the second place to Nick.
Yeah, from the side, Hadi needs a little bit more thickness, roundness to his chest and more detail to his hamstring. So here is like when you can say it's not Hadi. It's not Hadi Chopin, not strided, not dance like normally, because this is beatable right here.
Yeah.
All
The
right,
only one
next
at their
pose, back
best
double.
is Nick.
Huh?
The only one at their best is Nick.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's scary.
absolutely. And that's the problem with Nick. He's so good when he's at his best that if you leave the door open just a little bit,
Yeah.
you're in trouble because he can expose. Look.
Yeah.
Jose?
Yeah, I go with Andrew. I can't not.
In the back double?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with Nick.
Okay, so that's a good question now. Yeah,
I judge from the toes up, not only the back.
yeah. Upper body, nobody touches Andrew in this.
Nobody.
the next 20 years.
If Andrew would be able to open his hamstrings up in that pose, if he would just push that floor away from him.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
have to be like Nick, just so you can see an additional line going through the hamstring. That would be enough for me.
Yeah, but then which level of conditioning would you now take the body? Like,
I don't think, Milos, I don't think it's a matter of his conditioning. I think it's just the way he poses. I think he's not opening up the hamstrings. I think he's too focused on the glutes right now, and the hamstring is just there, but it's not really open. You know how you grab the floor with your foot, with your toes, and with your rear leg, you're trying to move that floor away from you so your hamstrings can split? That's it. I don't think he needs to get any harder. I think he has it. It's just a matter of him posing the right way.
like a dog pushing with the feet.
Exactly. He doesn't have to do like Nick.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be like this, but just one line going through the hamstring. That would be enough for me to say, there you go. That's all we asked for.
90% of the people would give this to Nick, okay? On the basis of just freaky
Completeness.
completeness, yes. I'm glad that, Jose, you still see that, okay, it's enough, this kind of condition. It's enough, this kind of size. Andrew has a
When
big...
you're talking everything, Andrew's taper is so much better.
So much.
It's just a more eye-catching look.
But now imagine he won the Arnold like this, and he was great. Now imagine he just works on a couple of small improvements, and he brings that to the Olympia. There's only, and there's only two more. That's Samson, and that's Derek.
Derek, yeah.
Yeah.
Both being super dangerous. I mean, this is going to be crazy. Add those two to these three. Oh my God.
I think that if Samson comes in condition, there's no way that this could be a fight between Samson and Derek or Andrew and Derek. This got to be Samson and Andrew.
Yeah.
As much as Derek, as great as he is, and Mr. Olympia, this is a big man show then.
No. They're going to be a 3 or 4 man show for sure.
Okay, who else? Who else is, if Andrew is on and Samson is on, who else is there other than Derek?
Hadi.
Who else?
Hadi and Derek.
If they're on.
They're going to be on.
If Hadi can,
Yeah, everybody's going to be on. Okay, I suspect, like you said, Dennis, Hadi had so much on his plate. In that interview, he was saying he was crying his eyes out until the mornings, day after day. I mean, imagine being treated as a traitor.
I cannot imagine. I can't even imagine how that is.
The guy everything he does is for Iran, for the people. He was proudly representing. He was a hero. He was celebrated, and he goes there. And now all of a sudden,
you should have said that to King Kamali when he was talking about him.
Well, yeah, but you know,
he said the exact opposite. So we don't really know what's going on there. We really don't know.
Just ask the man. Listen to that interview. His translated word by word. You know, he is people person. And imagine.
So why would the people go against him if he's the people person? I'm trying to understand that.
Okay, they saw a couple of videos. They saw a couple of videos of him with this screenshot. I had a screenshot with President Trump on my phone.
Oh, so you're a Trump fan. So, but what are you saying?
But does it mean that I support his politics and the wars? It doesn't.
Yeah. No.
No. Why would that mean?
Well, no.
It's not my decision to attack Venezuela or Iran or anybody. You know, so. They put 2 and 2 together and then point finger like, oh yeah, you support it. Then
but I think we shouldn't even get involved in this because we don't know what those Iranians know. We don't. We really don't know what's going on. What really happened. And I'm not saying he is guilty or not guilty. It doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, what is he supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know, what is he supposed to do? He's supposed to say, no, I have nothing to do with them. He should have. He did after they all died. He could have done this before. Maybe that would have been better. But now they all dead. Now it's easy to talk about them and say, "Oh no, I had nothing to do with them."
You see, I was thinking he's gonna win the Arnold, and then in that interview with Arnold on the stage, He's going to say his piece. And
They're all dead, Milos. I mean, now he can say whatever he wants to say. That's probably how they feel. At the end of the day, if you say now, no, I had nothing to do with him, he can't come out and you know and do whatever they normally do. But because they're dead. His problem, I don't think, is with the fans right now. I don't think his problem is with the regime. I think his issue right now is with his family that's still there, and there's a war going on.
Dennis, the worst thing in life is betrayal, and then betrayal of the people that you love, and then you didn't do anything, and then they accuse you of doing it. And this is how I see this. Hadi did not do support whatsoever. He's not in the politics. I talked to him a few times before. He's not in the politics. So I asked him, so what is?
Who said that he was in politics?
Well, if you're gonna support the regime,
no, you don't have to be a politician to support a party. You don't have to be anything with politics. You have to do nothing with politics. I have nothing to do with politics. If I was a Trump supporter, I can support Trump without being involved with politics. Yeah. I don't know nothing about politics.
One way or another, Dennis, not to confuse these people, I wholeheartedly believe that Hadi is devastating for people turning their back to him, and he is part of the people. He's a symbol of.
But then why do you think he waited? Why didn't you think he didn't come out way before when they started to accuse him? Why didn't he make a video then?
Many questions. You know what? We should have a Hadi on a.
What would you do if that would happen to you? Would you wait 2 months to say no?
I probably wouldn't. You know that I can't shut my mouth anyway.
I wouldn't either, because if I'm accused of something I didn't do, I would be right there.
Yeah, do you think you get paid by the government?
I don't know. He says no. They're saying yes. I don't know. We don't know. Listen, we only basically have information what King Kamali is saying, that supposedly he gets told from people over there. I don't believe nobody. At the end of the day, we don't know what the fuck is going on. Did he get paid? If he got paid, he wouldn't probably say yes. He'd probably say no.
Well,
okay. Especially now, I would not say yes. I got paid. No, I didn't get paid. I'm trying to save my ass.
In an interview, he said Kamali should come spend the time with me, spend the weekend with me, and judge me after he get to know me.
Oh, and he got to know him. You know, we already know the situation.
I think that's the most perfect.
Well, the way somebody introduce himself to you, that's probably the way.
I'll tell you the example, and you met some of those people.
I know you're trying to talk for Hadi, and I'm all for it, but I'm not agreeing with anybody because I don't know really what went on.
I had getbig.com people, right, saying so much shit about me. I was like, oh my God. So I contacted them and said, like, man, why don't you come to Colosseum Gym and meet me and get to know me? Because this was terrifying what he was saying. I'm the worst guy in the world. And then I become one of the best friends with him. And then I asked him, why did you judge me that way? Oh, and then there is some jealousy. There is some, some people said this, and then I took their word for it. And, I just didn't like you. Okay. And now that you like me, we are best of friends. There's a dean guy that was doing many things for me for a website later.
I just don't understand why, if somebody get accused of something, why would you not come out early and say it's not true before all that shit happens?
I'll give you one example, okay? That I'm going to say this for the first time. So if this regime was killing anybody that speaks against them, including, if you watched Patrick Bet-David, when he was saying that a national treasure, the Olympic medalist wrestler, was executed because he said something against the government, and they couldn't stop it. Executed. So now Hadi celebrated coming to Iran. They invite him there. He's in the TV party and all this. He is celebrity. So he's part. They can find him at a second's notice. And now he has to publicly say something against you, putting your whole family in danger immediately. So better say nothing. Because if you speak up, there it is.
Okay, so, and now what does that, what did that change?
He just doesn't answer anything.
What did that change now by coming out now while he's in the U.S. on his way back to Iran?
Doesn't change anything. Now it's obviously after war and the guy is killed and everything else. But just put yourself in that predicament. And Dennis, I know you. If you would risk your sin and a family by something that you say because you know they're going to get after you, would you do it?
I don't even know if they would go after him. I don't know. I don't know how they are to them.
They
I
executed Olympic
only
medalists.
go, yeah, but I only go off what Kamali said. What's going to happen? He said
Kamali is
Kamali is saying, well, but why didn't you say
hot-headed.
something when he was on the podcast then?
Well,
If that's not the case,
should I interrupt his? I
yes.
can
So
speak. Well,
why not? Why not?
well,
If he's saying he's going to get killed by the people,
he was what? Say again.
he said the way Kamali puts it is he's going to get killed by the people, not by the regime.
That's now it's a possibility, and Kamali is sensationalist and he makes everything. Kamali does not know Hadi from jack shit. Hadi is inviting him, come meet me, let's have a day together, weekend together, and then judge me. Isn't that most humane offer? Get to know me. You speak so much shit. Why do you speak shit? Meet me, spend the time with me. Then let's talk. I'm furious about it because we know how King can be. If you just take all this, why didn't he speak?
So do you think that what King said when he met Hadi that show wherever and he came out and that is not true?
It's exaggerated guarantee.
Okay. I listen. I don't know neither one of them well enough to say who's lying and who's not. I don't know.
What was said? What was the issue with that?
I don't remember exactly, but King said something like they were at a show. He had an athlete and Hadi came at him and I don't know, was cocky and blah blah blah. And then Hadi supposedly was on a TV show at one time where they somehow mentioned King Kamali paving the way for those Iranians, and he's like, "Who's King Kamali?"
Okay.
Now, listen.
And King was offended because he acted like he didn't know who he was.
How would Hadi know him? Hadi was in elementary school when King was competing.
It's because King probably thinks because he's originally from Iran. I don't know if he was born there. But he thinks
here.
Yeah, and didn't he always represent the United States when he competed?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I don't know. Maybe he thought that because he's
right, and all that stuff.
Yeah, because he's part Iranian or whatever. Maybe he thought that should have been. I don't know what he was thinking, to be honest.
I agree with Milos though. I think this is a King problem and not a Hadi problem.
Yeah,
I don't think Hadi knew King knew enough about him to have any opinion on King.
I mean, then if somebody talks so much shit about you, and then you say, "Come meet me. Let's spend the weekend together."
Depending on why I'm mad at the person,
right
I go or I
do.
don't go. Depends on what the situation was.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't know really what went on.
But in any way,
if you meet someone and the person is an asshole to you, like a degrading asshole, why would I, when I say shit about him later, and go on for an invitation and you tell me come meet me for what? I don't want to meet you no more. That is one scenario, and the other scenario is that he was just cocky and who knows what, and then it's a different story. But I don't know. I don't know what the situation was.
Hadi has accomplished a little bit more than Kamali. And
that's not even a question. That's not even a. But didn't you get the same thing from his from what he said, that he felt insulted when he said in the interview that he don't know who is King Kamali? Didn't you get that?
Yeah, he was insulted, of course.
Yeah, so that's all I know. I don't know anything else. I never asked any about this
Let
bullshit.
me ask you before, because Dennis is too hot right now. So I'll ask you.
I'm not hot at all. I'm just I just can't get involved.
Right, in the last 7 years, we say Hadi. What is your first association? What is Hadi? Who is Hadi? What is important to Hadi?
I love Hadi. Positivity.
What is important for Hadi? If I
Being
say
the best. He wants to be the best.
Okay, but why? You say Hadi, you think Iran. His symbol of Iran. He represents.
Yeah, of course.
No, but that's where I'm heading. You say Hadi, you think Iran.
Yeah.
People. Oh, I ashamed my people. I ashamed my country by placing second. This is constant notion of how passionate he is. He fights for the people. His underdog came to America, managed to win one show. He's dogged every time he competed. I mean, how many shows could he won, but he didn't. And it's always devastated for the people. And now the same people are turning their backs because of whatever phone screen, and I don't know what else. He was dancing in some show during these killings. That show was taped 6 months earlier. He was going, celebrating. He is a celebrity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. If I'm invited somewhere to the White House, I'm going to go to the White House tomorrow.
But you're a Trump supporter. Of course, you
Yes.
would go.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. If you would be a fucking
Listen.
Biden supporter, you wouldn't go to the White House when Trump is in
I'm
there.
just going to tell you this. It breaks my heart to see Hadi, and he also told this guy, he translated to me, he was crying his nights out.
Oh, I believe that.
Okay. And then you're prepping to represent you, and those people, they're against you. And
It's
you
not
hope
everybody. It's not everybody. It's not. It's just
it's not everybody, but there's
like
few.
10% or whatever it was.
I posted something and I got hundreds of people attacking me. And then I do this, every single one I respond. Just like what I was talking to you now, I respond to I spend hours talking to my Iranian friends. I'm serious.
I believe you. I believe you. I don't believe the hours. It probably
That's
days.
I'm like a father that would see two sons fighting. I have to jump in and say, knock it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like
guys-
this, it's a different culture. We don't really know what's going on. We don't know what they're thinking. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know anything. At the end of the day, he has to deal with it now. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do.
You remember Sami al-Haddad?
Yeah, from Bahrain.
Yeah, you remember Kamala al-Ghani?
Yes.
They both turned pro numerous times and refused. They stayed amateur because
Because they got paid. Because they got
paying
paid.
them really well, taking care of their family, taking care of everything. They were buying sports cars, gyms, summer
Oh yeah,
homes.
apartments, houses.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure Mr. Olympia, Hadi, got that and then some.
I don't know if he got that as an amateur. I think he got that as soon as he started
Recently, in
placing.
the last 7 years,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hopefully.
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
That's a tough spot
We
to
can
put you in.
speculate all we want. He says no. They say yes. So who knows? At the end of the day, what can we do?
Yes.
I mean, I can't
I just
take him
think
under my wings and say, "Come on, I'm gonna walk you back to Iran and put you in your house." I don't know.
we should
The
be
situation is
brothers
so.
of iron.
Huh?
We should be brothers of iron and try to make a difference if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe wholeheartedly he is innocent and he's being attacked for
Oh,
no
I believe
Why
that.
did you
I don't
speak
think he's guilty of anything.
Yeah. So
He's guilty of nothing.
yeah.
He's just guilty of being a superstar, and there's a lot of people hating on him, And this is not only but I'm surprised it can happen to a guy like Hadi. I thought it was only be other people that are, in teams, on Brazilian teams or whatever, because they were always these fans. I can post whatever, and they would just post just Hadi.
Yeah.
It was literally just Hadi. For them, there's
That's what they
nothing
say,
else.
just
It's
Hadi.
like there's no one else on that stage. Doesn't matter what they look like. Fuck them. So it's hard. I know it's hard, but the problem for him is that his family is there, and I don't even know. Is he doing the UK?
I heard he doesn't have a visa yet. That Brian from Arnold Classic is trying to arrange it for him. But he
I thought he got the visa before he left
he did.
Dubai. I thought he got the visa because that's why he took so long to get to.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
that's how we heard everything.
It took so long to get to the US because he had to wait for his passport come back from the UK embassy.
I guess he didn't come back.
Either he didn't get the visa and they gave him the passport back, or he got the visa. I don't know. So what's going on with him supposedly retiring and then end up not retiring? He never said he was going to retire. He was just probably a little disappointed.
Where did that come from?
No,
Yeah,
he was
his
probably
belief-
disappointed. He can't express himself, so I'm sure he didn't tell anybody. I'm fucking done. But he's probably not happy. I would be happy if I was him, because I mean, I wouldn't accept nothing less than second if I was him. He went there to win. He literally fought like a champion. I mean, on Saturday he came out for his routine. After the routine, he stayed out for like 2 more minutes.
So how do you think that no judge even see him in second place?
I don't know. I really don't know. I have no explanation. I was sitting right behind the judges, literally right behind the judges with the photographers.
How many judges were there? Do you remember?
I think it's
Nine or
like
11?
11.
11. Okay, let's put this in perspective. 3 highs and 3 lows are being erased. Okay?
No, 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 no.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 is counting, 3 and 3 erased.
No, don't they erase 2 and 2?
If it's 9 judges, that's what I'm asking. There was a 9 or 11.
Maybe, yeah, it could be. I know they had 11 because they interchanged in between sometimes for different guys. So maybe there was 9 officially judging.
Yeah.
How do you get to
Let's say 11 sounds better because now when you take 3 highs and 3 lows, and Nick had at the finals 8 points and 7 points for what do you call it? And
prejudging?
yeah, no,
No.
9 and 6.
9, yeah, I was about to say,
6 and 9, and then 7 and 8 at the finals. At the finals, just one judge giving to the Nick, he would give him victory. And then prejudging 2, which means he got 9, not 10 points. That means that 4 judges gave him first place in the prejudging, and 5 judges give him first place at the finals. Okay? That's how it is. And what could possibly happen, maybe he got more first place votes, but he got third place votes, and third, lingers there, and now you have
Well, if they drop the top 3 and the lowest, yeah, I don't know.
I would like to see original score sheets, because
Exactly. Why not see the original score sheets? That would be, something just, to put it out there for everybody to see how it was actually judged per judge. That would be a nice thing to do.
Jose, how would you judge
The top 3,
5?
top 5. I probably, God bless Nick. I thought that was awesome. I see people saying Nick should have won.
Yeah, a lot of people had him winning. A
Yeah.
lot of people.
And my physique is more similar to Nick than it is Hadi. So I would say Andrew was the rightful winner. I would have had Hadi second, Nick third, which is awesome, and then Brandon fourth, and maybe even who was sixth?
Raphael.
I might have even had Raf beaten.
I totally agree. I mean, on Friday, I don't think. I think that Martin just got into that first call out because of who he was.
Yeah,
I kind of felt like that because as soon as he come out and started posting next to you, I was like, well, wait a minute, what is he? Why is Brandon out there? Why is he in there?
yeah. That's how
I'm actually excited to see when Tyler does the
breakdown.
The breakdown, yeah.
Was it any reason for Brandon to be compared with the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Huh?
Was it any reason for Brandon to be in this call out?
Well, the only reason that I could see is that if he would have been in the first call out, he might have would have ended up in third.
Well, but there was 0 reasons for him to be compared with those guys.
Yeah.
And there was every reason for him to be compared with these guys.
So he should have been 5 in the first call out. That means that Martin would have got no better than 5th.
But listen, if you see Brandon as 5th.
No. I don't see Brandon
if judges see him 5th, let him stand next to the, first 4 people, not to the next 6.
That's the funny part, because at the end of the day, the next day, I thought that he's going to get a shot to get compared with the first group.
Yeah.
And they did it exactly the other way around. They did just the top 3, and then they brought Martin, Brandon, and Raphael.
Lack of comparison.
Do we have that call out real quick? Martin, Brandon, and Raphael on Saturday at the finals, that second call out, just so we can go through it real quick. Because that was basically, for me, a confirmation that Brandon should beat Martin. But it wasn't even, it was literally just confirmed that Martin beats Brandon for them. Let's see if Carter finds it. That was the last video, but we got to go move up a little bit fast to the next call out.
Ooh. But Dennis, you were the only one there, and
Yeah.
for the judge, what was your verdict?
My verdict overall?
Yeah, if you were the judge.
If I would, it would have been Andrew, Hadi, Nick, Brandon, probably Raphael, and then Martin. So
That's what I
yeah,
did
get
too.
that from the beginning.
And I wasn't even there.
Yeah, but Rafael is not in
Okay.
condition.
Oh, that's the second call. Oh, go back, because they have 2 rounds.
This is it. This is
Keep
it.
going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. So that's Martin on Saturday.
Mm. Improved.
He was much better than Friday, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Rafael's physique, but there was not enough conditioning to beat Martin.
Did he look like he was almost smaller than he was last time, Milos?
I told you months before that he didn't
But
look.
what improved is his back double biceps. His back double is better than it was before, size-wise. That I saw.
Yeah.
But it just looked like from the front, he looked a little too classic for me.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
got a
not
big
saying-
frame. He needs
Yeah,
like
I'm not
another-
saying he would make classic weight, but I'm just talking about the structure. Look at Brandon.
Yeah. Brandon is tremendous, and it hurts me that he was not compared.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he basically lost out on probably $50,000.
Wow. Yeah, he wins that shot.
I need to see.
100%.
I want to see if we can find a single person that can sit there or sit with us and tell me that Martin beat Brandon.
Well, single person, all the judges.
Yeah, I'm talking about other than the judges. If
Other than-
anybody agrees.
The only thing I'm
In
noticing
the comments,
is
guys, if you watch this video, put in the comment if you agree with Martin beating Brandon Friday and Saturday, or if you disagree. Let us know, because this would be something that really interests me.
Go ahead, Jose.
the only
You
thing
can see
I'm
Martin.
noticing-
You can see Martin's face. He wasn't even happy that he is in this call out. He's like, "What am I doing here? I'm
Yeah.
supposed
Brandon
to be-"
kills them right there in the front lat.
Yeah,
And the front double.
and the side chest.
Even though, I mean, Martin has a good side chest.
Yeah, good. Look.
Brandon's midsection looks a little washed out, whether it's from not enough oil or
I think because he's a little dark. He's too
Yeah.
dark and you can't see, because he was his abs were good.
look at that. Like from behind, that back double, he smokes them.
Yeah.
All right, since we have Martin on that thing, let me just get something out real quick that I see that's been going on since the Arnold, about how he acted on stage and what he said afterwards and blah 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 blah. And listen, we are bodybuilders. They are bodybuilders now, and things, sometimes you say things you don't mean. Sometimes you do things that you don't really want to do out of not really thinking. And listen, from what I just heard is that he lost some sponsorships based of the reaction from the fans and from some of the media outlets. And I totally don't agree with canceling anyone for anything. You can punish someone. You can punish someone and make, and have a conversation to let a person know, I said, listen, that's a fucking bullshit amateur move. You don't do this as a professional. And if you don't work on yourself, you're just going to be out. But to cancel someone, to take someone's livelihood away, to be able to make money, that is absolutely fucking disgusting for me. And I don't want to see that on I don't care what you do. I don't care if you talk about someone's mama. That's okay. Get your ass whooped. Go somewhere, get your ass whooped, or, get whatever disagreement you guys have. Nobody, I don't want to see nobody get canceled ever. And that's just my 10 cents to the situation with Martin. I feel bad. What he did was fucked up, and there's no excuse, absolutely no excuse. But I think just because of all the outlets that was trashing him and putting pictures, and we don't know if he celebrated because Nick didn't win or if he celebrated because Andrew won. It doesn't fucking matter. You know, why was the camera on him?
Yeah.
What the fuck is the guy, whoever filmed this, why is the camera on this guy?
Maybe
So
they
you
knew.
guys, somebody's setting him up for something. So, and I don't like, listen, I'm not taking sides here.
Yeah.
You know, Martin is not a fan of us anyway. We know that, you know, and I don't really, you know, care. But I don't like to see nobody get canceled because people live, you know, they need to live and they need to be able to pay bills. And when you go from hero to zero, that's a little too much for me. So that's just my 10 cents.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as much what he did, but how many different things it over the last year.
Listen, he's got issues. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that this man has issues, but I've seen guys like him all my life. I grew up with people like him. You could tell them, and they would turn around and come back the next day, and I'll say, man, I'm so sorry. You know, and they're not bad people. They just have a fucking short fuse sometimes, and they just do things. It's like I was similar in my younger age. I would say things immediately when I felt saying it. I said it before I even thought about it. You know what I'm saying? So Milos understands. Milos understands. You know, we don't really think it over. We just, because at that moment when I say something or when he really means it. But then an hour later, it's a total different. It's like, ah, fuck, what did I say? I shouldn't have said it. You know? So, but to cancel someone, like to cut the contracts, I don't know. I don't like it.
It sucks. I feel for him.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go get some help.
He needs to stay off the fucking internet for a while, you know, and he shouldn't be fucking, and this is what that's what I tell Milos. Milos, stop replying to these people when they say something negative. Why are you replying? There's no winning. There's no battle to win here. Sometimes it's the best if you don't say nothing.
Yeah. But I don't go through life turning the head and walking away.
Yeah, but you don't have to see, you don't,
let's talk.
What I want to say with this, I mean, I'm talking not everybody. Some comments, there's a little, meaning behind it where you could, I can understand you. I'm gonna call Milos Mr. ChatGPT from now on anyways, because Milos is quicker than ChatGPT. And but some people are just there to say something negative to get a response. And the response for them is like, yeah, I got this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I realize that in arguing with a fool, it proves there are two fools. So I've been there many times, and when I realize I give them a chance after second, third, I block them and no more. It's like, why do I block somebody? Why would I let somebody in my house if they're going to cause me trouble? So anybody causing me trouble, after a while, I try nicely to explain. It doesn't happen. Okay, blocked.
Yeah. I say I don't even get to that point, to be honest.
I give everybody a chance.
Yeah. It's not about giving a chance. You're basically just feeding into it. That's not giving him a chance. He's just trying you. Yeah, so he's giving you a chance to ignore, but no, you fall for it and you reply.
I think that every human being is a story for itself, and I'm honored to hear it.
But you make it sound like it's really
serious.
Important. I know, but
the blue, now I find out what the stranger think.
And a stranger with no face, no name, no nothing.
Yeah, and then he gets the name.
You don't even know who that is. That guy could be tomorrow and right in front of you, shaking your hand, and you don't know that he called you a sucker the day before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen, everybody's a little different, but in Martin's case, I would just relax.
Yeah, I wish him the best. I think he's just competitor, and then
he should go to fucking the UK and compete.
Possibly.
He should right now.
That would be a good idea.
If I could give him one advice, stay off the fucking internet. Go to England. You have a week because you're not far off.
Yeah.
You have 2 weeks to get ready and battle. He beat Samson in Prague. Let me say this before we finish today. If he would have looked the way he did in Prague, he would have been battling Andrew.
Yeah. He's already beaten Andrew, hasn't he? Yeah.
Once, yeah, at the Olympia 2024.
But I mean, he would have battled Andrew for the Arnold win.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he would have won. I just said he would have battled. And this time there was not even a battle. He wasn't even close to the top 3.
No.
So
at his best, he's battling everyone.
Yes. And that's why I hope that he says, okay, fuck the internet for right now. He doesn't have to say it because that's how you piss people off again. Because I mean, they know they can get to you. They never stop. That's why he is in the shit that he is right now, because he just can't shut the fuck up sometimes.
Yeah.
Just don't say nothing. Don't reply to people with no face. And then what he says to some people, he's thinking that they're going to get mad. They're not getting mad. At the end of the day, he needs to just stay off the internet, go to Germany or Austria, stay with Stefan for like a week before in England, fly together to England, go there and show your best. There's still 250,000 up for grabs. And as of right now, we don't know if Hardy's doing it. Andrew, is he doing it? I think Andrew is in. But still, you can battle Andrew. And then
what's
the next
second place?
Probably up 100.
Yeah.
Well, he should definitely go do it.
Yes, because you need the money now.
Yeah.
We didn't say enough good things about Nick. So let's
hold on, let me finish this. So he need the money now. So this is where you can grab at least 100,000 if you beat Blessing and Moh Foda, which you already beat now in the Arnold. Go get that money and stay on stage and show some professionalism. Yes, now we can go to Nick. You're absolutely right, Milos.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't give him enough credit because he really, I think that was his all-time best. What do you think?
I said it before, yeah. All-time best. And some.
Yeah.
Shows us again that, it's good to rely on another pair of eyes and some information, but at the end of the day, when you do this for so many years, you know what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And as long as you are realistically looking in the mirror and you can see if something is okay or not, you should be able to do it. And he proved it. I don't know if he was talking to anyone for some, advice here and there, if possible.
Sure.
But he basically did it on his own,
Yeah. He has enough experience with okay, so what do you say? 2021 Arnold against this body. Where did he go?
I still think that the 20, for me, this is just for me. Now, he controlled his midsection perfectly. The only time when he let it go was in transitions, in between poses. But when he was on front, relaxed, and posing stage, he kept it flat. Good job. But I think in 2021, his waist was just smaller.
Really small.
It just looked like there was a little more of a V-taper for me. It's hard to say that now because we have to see the comparison. Because he put a comparison out, but from the Olympia to the Arnold, of course, there's no comparison.
Yeah.
But if you compare the 2021 Arnold that he won and now, I don't know. I still believe that the 2021 Arnold, he was the most conditioned. He was smaller. But with the size that he has, that was an improved package from Pittsburgh last year.
Yeah.
It's an improved package from Pittsburgh with better ab control, which exactly what people, this is what I like about Nick. When we critique Nick, when we criticize his letting his stomach go and blah, 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 he hears that shit and he works on it.
Yeah.
And he proved to the world that things that I wasn't able to do back then because I didn't listen and I didn't practice, let's put it this way, he proved to the world that you can fix and control this. There's no way, because I know when he lets it go, that shit is way out there. It's not even, won't even fit the photo. That's all control and practice, and that's why he is probably, for me, the most professional competitor that we have on the whole IFBB Pro League roster today. And he proves to the world that you do not have to, kind of like a Branch Warner, you don't have to have the greatest genetics to be one of the very best in the world.
Yeah. And he had every reason to fall apart after the Olympia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he just kept his head down and did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, and by himself. Because you do it by yourself because you think you know everything, and then when he gets close to the show, now you start to worry, and now you really want to ask, too, are we still good? You know,
He's got a lot of support around him.
Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. He's a
He's
dangerous
not
bodybuilder. Very
he's not
dangerous.
claiming a coach of any sort, but he's getting lots of support.
So let's chime in on Moh Foda. Did we see what we expected, or were we a
No.
little disappointed?
Not at all. He still look jacked in that most muscular front double, but those pictures for some reason did not translate to the stage at all.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think exactly what you said when we did discuss. If he posted that video and his abs were not good, even in this 10-second video, that he has a stomach issue.
Mm.
For me, that was the only thing about him having a stomach issue. Beautiful legs, beautiful arms, beautiful chest, everything. The back is improved, but the stomach was, like we talked before about Nick. He doesn't have as wide waist as Nick, but he had no control over his abs.
No control.
Zero.
Yeah.
And then he chooses to go on a stage and do the side kneeling, side lunging, side this and that with a side view of your stomach that is not flat. I mean, suicide mission. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so, but he's going to Detroit and he can possibly win. He needs to stay off the kitchen.
Oh, Carter, see if you can find
and start
on the
himself into the
ivorypro.com, the Detroit Pro lineup. Yeah. I heard, I don't know if it's rumors, that Mike Sommerfeld missed the entry by 2 hours.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
That's up to the promoter, though, right?
No. This is new rules. Been out for years. If you have until Monday, the Monday before the show, until 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have to be registered online. If you don't register, if you're 2 minutes late, you're out.
Wow.
So now we have, is this Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's run it through real quick. We got Blessing. Blessing is at his best. I think he will be at his best. Derek Dogner, I don't know who that is. Nathan Epler, I do know who that is. Mohammed Foda. We have Aaron. Let me put my glasses on because I'm starting to be like Milos.
Let me put
all of a sudden. Irene Gully, don't know who that is. Ronald Gordon, we know Ron. Chris Jones. Abu Konate. Walter Martin, we know who that is. Elias McCall. Christopher Miller, Patrick Moore, Leandro Cincini Perez, and Anthony Williams. Okay, so this is going to be a dogfight between Blessing, Foda, Ron, even though he always does worse than I think he should, and Patrick Moore and Anthony Williams.
Yeah.
This is my top 5 right there.
What about Epler?
Yeah.
Oh, Nathan, yeah.
He gets peeled.
I know, but shape-wise?
Yeah, he fights his way into top 5s.
Okay, yeah. So Nathan could be, he could. I don't know how but he can get in there. He can get in there. And I don't know some of these guys, so there might be someone else in there that looks fucking ridiculous, and we just don't know who they are.
Right.
Detroit has the best lights, so I'm looking forward to that.
I can tell you, Epler will be in shape. This entire other lineup, I can't guarantee.
Let's look at Classic real quick. Yeah, no Mike Sommerfeld. Yep. Missed it by 2 hours. Sometimes if you miss by 2 hours, listen, you're a damn pro. I hate to do this again, to have to speak about him, because I was kind of disappointed that he didn't make weight, knowing what his fucking height is and what his weight should be. And now you're telling me you missed it by 2 hours, like you didn't know it was 3 o'clock Monday. You had to wait till fucking 5 o'clock on Monday. You couldn't have done this Sunday, Saturday. You didn't compete this past weekend, so you had a lot of time to fucking go online and sign your name.
On that note, don't wait for a Monday before UK. If you want to go to Arnold, sign up now, today, right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
No
I
tomorrow.
guess he needed more time to make these 7 pounds.
No, but
Now, whose fault is that? Is that
Well,
the athlete or his coach?
both.
Someone asked me this.
Both. This is a team. There's no your fault, my fault. You're both. All of them. All you guys are in. They probably thought that we're gonna high end. You're gonna put some heels on or whatever, and we're gonna be 5'9.25", and you're gonna be 212. So we come in right under the limit.
but he can't possibly take that. He couldn't
What
possibly.
else could it be? You can't possibly tell me that he thought he was gonna be on weight of 204 when he comes in at 211.
So you
that's,
tell me
I
that-
100% think because they thought they're going to hide him in again. So, and
After
you
the
didn't, and
Olympia?
you thought the team thought that you're going to stretch your neck another 1.5 or 2 inches to be 5'9.25". What if this didn't work out? You would still be in the same shit.
Okay, how would Mike do against Wesley if he did compete?
I don't know because we didn't see him next to Wesley at this moment because he would have been smaller. He would have been. He would still be great.
Okay.
I just don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's going to be enough for Mike at the 204 range to be as dominant as he is. I think this is my honest opinion now, and don't judge me for saying this. I think he should just say fuck it and go into the 212.
That's
And
what
be
people
two. He would have literally a little bit more room, a couple of pounds. He could go to 220 and then bring it down to 212, weigh in, and he would be battling in the top 3, 100%.
But he lost the Olympia title by 1 point. He was that close.
Yeah.
So he's still super classic. I just think that there's so many methods to make that body weight wide.
I think that if he comes in at 204 and Terrence Ruffin is on, that Terrence Ruffin beats him.
And but listen to this. You know that very well. UFC fighters, they cut so much weight to make the weight with the known methods. You can go on YouTube and check it out how they do it. Anybody can do it.
What do you ask for if you want to check on YouTube?
Yeah, the making the weight, making the weight.
making weight, cut your leg off. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. But
So you don't think that he would fare good in 212?
he
Who
would,
beats him?
and I
Who beats
mean,
him in the 212?
listen, he was considering doing the Open Detroit, and it would be good to see him Open Detroit. Listen,
He
if
could
you
probably win
get
that.
Well, in the Open in Detroit is not the Open in the Olympia.
Right.
He wouldn't have a chance. And even if I don't know, the rumors went around that he was going to do the Open at the Arnold. That was never ever considered by the IFBB Pro League. It was denied from the get-go. There's no possible way that you're going to miss your weight by 7 pounds and we award you to go up to make possibly even more prize money. No chance.
No.
that
No
was
chance.
my stupid idea to mention.
No, I don't even know who posted this online and said
I mean,
that he's
I
doing
made
the
right
Open.
away because I do think, why not? Oh, they're not going to award you.
Why not? Because you're not going to get awarded for not. Why would they award you for
He would
not
be
being
on the way.
professional?
He wouldn't.
Milos, think about it.
Yeah.
Why award someone for not being professional?
But okay, so
There's no case that you can make that I'll agree with.
because he's Arnold Classic champion from last year. He's
Who cares? That's even more.
preparation and
Doesn't matter.
fucking weight.
Doesn't-
Okay, you missed the weight.
Doesn't matter. Yeah,
You
you
wanna
missed
miss
the
the
weight.
weight?
You didn't miss it by 1 pound. You missed it by 7.
Yeah,
So you
but-
disrespected everybody.
Yeah. Did he want to miss the weight? Okay, he didn't. Shit happens. Okay,
Doesn't-
I do have a more muscle.
There's
Okay,
no
let
excuse.
me go to the muscle show.
No excuse. There's a weight limit. This is your weight cap. This is what you should weigh. And if you can't make it, I'm too bad. Go up in the 212.
There was a guy
That's
in
the
Europe.
answer I would give him. Going into the 212 from now
I
on.
forgot who it was last year, European show. He showed up to the scale. He failed. They say, okay, go to the Open, and he placed fourth. I forgot the name. I think it was a German guy.
No, from Austria.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
you know
different.
the-
That's different. That's not an
Oh, it's
invitational.
different. They award him. He missed the weight. Same way. He missed the weight. Let me award you. And go.
Yeah, he missed. Yeah, but he missed the weight by what? A pound?
What?
He missed the weight by a pound or by
I don't
7
know.
pounds.
What's the difference? If you miss, you miss.
Different show, different day. And I think, and I wouldn't have gave him the chance to move up.
I
would have
would.
said you.
I
Yeah.
really would.
The only way you do this is with the amateurs because they pay entry fee, and if you can't make weight, you go into the open bodybuilding. No problem. But as a pro, this is your only job. Your only job is to make weight. This is the same with the fighters. They don't get to fight when you don't make weight. They don't find someone else to fight you in a heavier weight. They're going to ask your opponent, do you accept him being heavier? You get 30% of his purse or not.
So why do you think they don't make it? Sometimes your body just shut down and doesn't go.
Well, what does that? And then what is that?
What do you do?
What do you take with that information, though? You take the information and say, okay, I need to go 212.
Okay, but this time he prepared for the Arnold Classic.
I don't think he prepared for 204.
The training, all that. I mean,
Milos, he did not prepare for 204. He prepared for 212.
You think so?
I know so.
He had to have. Or
It's
he
not,
would have
I
lost
think
close
so. It's 100,000%. That's exactly. They thought they're going to get heighted again. And I don't know. He can be Mr. Loose Neck or whatever and be 5'9.25" when you fucking 5'6.5" or 5'7".
Shouldn't they have an official height?
I don't know. Why have it
They
just
just officially hide him in at the Olympia,
why don't they show
man.
some love? Oh no, maybe we're gonna award you with the competing. He had a whole contest prep. He took all the drugs. He dieted down.
And he knew from the get-go that he's not
he
making
makes the
weight.
fucking weight. Oh well.
Yeah, see, Milos, I'm glad you don't run the federation.
I should.
Because it would be a disaster.
Well,
It would be everybody would do what the fuck they want to
you
do.
missed
Oh,
it.
don't make weight. You just go up and make more money.
I just want to hear the reasoning. Like that you thought you were going to grow.
They thought they're going to hide him in again. But Steve was crystal clear at the Olympia that what you high in at the Olympia, that's your height. Unless you didn't compete at last year's Olympia. Like Wesley didn't, so he got heighted in again. That's 6'3", and that's his height now. So he actually has more room to grow.
Yeah.
So, but Mike competed, so his height is registered. That's it.
You watch
So
classic.
you had to be 204. You had to do it at the Olympia. You had to fucking do it in the last 3 days or last 4 days. All of a sudden, that was okay, and now you miss it by 7 pounds. Hell no, they don't accept
so
that.
Egregious. It looks like
listen. This is for everybody to see. We don't care who you are. We don't care what you win and where you place. You don't make weight, you out of the show.
Yeah.
For everybody to know, be professional, make your weight.
Well,
No excuses.
They can ask the competitors. He can get 30% of his prize money if they agree that he competes just like UFC. I'll let you fight me.
You're a much better coach.
Hey, listen, I was trying to send Bumex.com message like, what the hell? In 2 hours you could have lose 7.
Oh boy. He didn't even try. He didn't even come back to recheck. Yeah. So it's not like he tried. And from what I heard, he didn't ask to compete in the open. It wasn't him asking.
Yeah.
But someone else.
He was thinking of doing Detroit, that maybe he's thinking I can enter the open.
You missed it by 2 hours. Another thing, how do you miss it? You know it's Monday, 3 o'clock. It's not like you are in China and you don't know the time difference. You're still here in the U.S. on the fucking East Coast time. You know exactly what time it was. 3 o'clock was 3 o'clock.
You watched...
Sounds like an excuse for me not to do it. Oh, I missed it. I'm so sorry.
It's so tough. You watched the classic. What did you think? And Jose, did you watch the classic?
I saw bits and pieces, not a lot.
I saw.
I heard Gabriel tore his quad or something.
Yeah,
that was before, right? Like the week before. Yeah. No, it was for me. It was close after prejudging between Wesley and Mateus, yeah, and it was closer because Wesley had no fucking color, so he looked really all this the detail that he has. I wasn't able to see it. So he looked like he was a little bit off. And I said after at the wrap up, pre-judging wrap up, I said, I think it's close. I think the judges are not 100% sure. Because this guy Mateus looked good. You know, it's kind of like a Chris Bumstead look-alike. I don't want to say wannabe, just a look-alike with the mustache and the height, and he poses pretty much like Chris. And I thought it was closer than it looked. And then at the finals, Wesley came back with the color was right. It wasn't even close. Size-wise, he just dwarfed everybody. And it was no competition. The whole show was standard.
That's
was
what
not really that good. So and one thing I want to say is about the Mamoli got third. I agree. He was too small for the other two guys. It's just, you see, short and small. It's kind of like a Terrence, but Terrence is it's another level when it comes to body type, and even though Mamoli had a good posing too. And then Kim Angel, okay, fourth place, looked good. But then there was really not much left, you know, and I was a little surprised because Sam Sulek.
What, he plays 8th?
I don't know why. The guy that placed 9th, how did he get beat? I don't know. So for me, Sam would have been 9th or 10th. I mean, there was no way that the guy from I think whoever got 9th should have beat Sam. Sam's not classic for me. I don't see it a classic physique. I don't know what everybody's talking about. I said it in the wrap up for Sam. My advice for Sam would be take a couple of years off, put as much weight as you can put on, and go into open and see where you're at. Because for classic, that's not you. Even if you make weight, that doesn't mean anything. You know,
you just stifle
or not even compete at all and just be popular and just do what you do and make that money, because doesn't matter where you go, you're never going to make money from prize money. That you won't be able to live off of prize money. He's probably going to be able to live off of sponsorships, because that they don't care where you place. You know, but
he could fit the height to weight ratio. That's the only. It was not big enough to be open. And
the body, it's the body, Milo. It's the body.
He doesn't have a classic body. He shouldn't have, compete in a classic.
Yeah. He's a nice guy, and don't get me wrong, everything's cool. But I'm judging it strictly physique-wise. He doesn't have any business in classic. He doesn't have any business anywhere right now, because he was fast-tracked from zero to pro. You know, if he put him into the nationals or the USAs or any pro qualifier in bodybuilding, there's no way he's going to turn pro. No. We don't even want to talk about classic, not even in Europe. There would be no possible way. But I guess it was such a weak lineup at the show and at the Arnold Amateur last year. You know, somewhere else it would have been an issue, because there's too many good classic physique bodies.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why it's too fast. If I was him, I would just take a couple of years, just put on weight and try to get to 280 or whatever, and see what you look like then, you know. And if your body is good enough to be competing in bodybuilding, do bodybuilding. And if not, just do what you do content and fucking get paid and make as much money as you possibly can.
2 years and he'll still only be, what, 25?
Yeah, I don't even know how old he is.
I think he's under 25.
Yeah.
23,
yeah, he does great, man. He doesn't need bodybuilding. I know it's his love, and I'm not telling him to stop training, but I tell him to, don't worry about these competitions, man, because this is pros. You will not catch a show where there will be 10 guys and none of them has shape. That's not going to happen no more in the pro ranks. Yeah. All of them have shape.
Jose, you're a 212 guy. How do you see Mike Sommerfeld against Keon and other guys?
He wouldn't be top 4.
He wouldn't.
Top 5. No, he's too tall. He's 5'7" is very different than 5'5".
But not everybody's 5'5". The guy from Turkey, how tall is he? 5'7" or 5'8"?
He's probably an inch taller than Keon. Mike would look tall. He would do well.
Mike's not that tall. Mike is 5'6.5", maybe 5'7".
Mike is not that tall. That's why. That's why he didn't make it.
So when we did the wrap up with those German outlet, we talk about, I was like, yeah, and too bad Mike didn't make weight. The guy says, no, he didn't make the height.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think you said he wouldn't be top 4. I think he would.
You think he beat that kid from Brazil?
I think he would. You know why? Because listen, he weighed in at 211. He's been dieting and he's been making 211 for like months now. He's focusing on being 212 and under, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine if he goes into the 212, he can probably add 1 or 2 more pounds of muscle and then diet down to 212. He would be even thicker. He will be even thicker. I think he can hang with those guys. I'm not saying he's going to beat Keon, but I tell you that he would have probably the best shape on stage.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's great.
I don't want to see him suffer down to 204 because that's not healthy if he does this every time. That's not healthy.
He has a great lat spread, front and back, and he doesn't even have this in a classic. So he would for sure love to do those poses. He has a great most muscular, right?
Yeah.
Side triceps is all.
He used to be a bodybuilder. He used to be a bodybuilder. I remember I was the one that told him to do classic. Come in my show, 2019, first show. Him and Urs, both in classic. Pro.
He beat Urs, right?
Huh?
He said that he beat Urs in
Yeah, Mike got 2nd and Urs got 5th.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was Urs' first pro show.
Who won?
David Hoffmann. Also from
yeah.
Germany. He was the classic guy back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd like to see him in 212. Mike, if you listen to this,
do it.
Try it. You don't have to do it, but just try it. Go to any of them shows and qualify for the 212 just in case. So you have 2 options to go to the Olympia. You have option classic or you have the option to do it 212. Don't lose that option. You can do the FIBO, not FIBO, we don't have 212, but there's 212 shows coming up. He would easily win a qualifier.
Yeah.
Just get that qualification so you're 100% at the Olympia. And then you choose. Talk to your coach and decide what you want to do. I would like to see him in the 212 as big, as full as possible. Just barely squeak in.
You should come to New York and do it.
That would be an option. New York, New York. That would be an option. But there's so many shows in Europe now where you can qualify. You don't even have to. I don't even know where he lives, man. He's always somewhere else. It's like a gypsy.
He's German, right?
He's German, but he lives everywhere. He's a gypsy. Spain, Dubai. You don't know. Then he's in Malaysia. You don't know where the fuck he is. He don't have a home. He's like a
consistent schedule like that.
Huh?
It's got to be tough.
I don't know. I don't know. He somehow manages to always make it. That's how good of a talent he is.
Here's the question. Why even bother with 212? You just said he beat Urs, and Urs is now open, and Urs is huge. If Mike puts more muscle, his body...
Well, then he needs a little bit, yeah. But he can do that too. Yeah. I'm not saying you have to be 212, but for now, I would qualify in the 212.
Because Jose said he's too tall to be 212, because that height, 212, he cannot really...
Yeah, but Jose is probably going off of 5'9" and a quarter, which is not.
No? Yeah, right.
He's 170, Milos. 170
centimeters. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he needs to be like 228, 230 on the stage to really fulfill his full potential with the structure that he has. He has the best structure. And then those legs, when he doesn't have to diet them down, those are crazy legs.
Yeah.
I've seen, and then he diets them down and they look okay. It's no big deal. You know, so he doesn't need to be the dieted down.
But him being on stage 228 in the open, he's going to get trashed. He's going to get trashed, Milos. He's going to look at Keon in the open. What did he do? We all thought that he's going to win.
Well,
Now put him at 228. Now put everybody else that's 50, 60 pounds and more.
okay. I didn't think Open Olympia yet. I was thinking open shows.
Okay, but open shows will qualify you for what?
If you win.
Yeah, he can win open shows.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sure. I'm sure he can find the right show where not everybody shows up and win. But he can definitely win in the 212. I bet he would win probably his first try.
Mm. All right.
But for now, I wouldn't advise him to go in the open because you know that's mentally that does a lot to you when you get beat.
But he was ready to go to Detroit, right? So he's
Says who?
Yeah, we didn't hear him say that.
was the reporter that told me that he missed by 2 hours.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Oh, you think
That
so?
is just the way it was, or that's just my excuse not to do it. We don't know. I mean, I never heard him say he's going to do Detroit in the open.
You heard the rumors that he missed the weight.
If he wanted to do Detroit, he would be in the show.
I think Sean implicated, I think so, listening to him, that maybe Mike escaped to compete. He wasn't in shape, so he missed the weight.
No, I think he was in shape. If he was 211, he was in shape because he was 211 or 212 when he stood next to the seat bump.
Neil here showed me the pictures and he looked fucking great.
No, he was in shape. I guarantee you he was in shape. He just didn't, he just thought he can be loose neck 100% and go 5'9.5" or 5'9.25" and put that in the record books forever so he don't have to do it no more. Because at Mike at 211, 212 in classic, it's not beatable. At 204, he's beatable.
I'm down to 5'8" or less from 210, from 5'10 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I'm sending you a picture, Dennis, after this for somebody that you said is 5'8". And
you stood next to him?
Yeah.
Oh, but he is 5'8". He's 5'8". Oh, you talking about Cody?
No.
Oh, who are you talking about? Send it now.
Him and Jay Cutler.
Oh, Jay?
Yeah.
What Jay say? He's 5'8"?
Oh, no. Yeah, Jay says he's
Jay was 5'7" when he competed.
5'8". He's accusing me of having high heel shoes. I didn't.
Yeah, your shoes are always a little on the higher side. I saw that too a couple of times. Milos, I realized that. You got them special shoes that have them give an extra inch.
Get out of here.
Wedge. Jay always stands on his tippy toes too, in pictures.
Yeah, and he spikes his hair. You know.
Yeah.
Looks like he's.
But I think I saw that picture already. You posted it, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I send you the.
You guys standing back to back?
Yes.
Yeah, you posted it. I saw that picture.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about something else.
I send you. So you know what I'm talking about. Oop. Okay.
You just say, ooh, whoop.
It is. You got it?
No, hold on. You send it on WhatsApp?
No, on the regular.
WhatsApp.
No. Is this?
It just came WhatsApp.
Yeah, then what's up?
Oh, he's not 5'8".
You see what I mean?
There's no way. There's no way. He's about 5'6.5".
See? Anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me check your shoes, Milos.
Huh? Check my shoes.
Oh, yeah. I'm just showing the shoe, y'all. Milos is 5. Yeah, he is 5'8".
Yeah.
Milos got an extra inch on his heel.
That's a regular shoe. What the fuck?
That's your shoe, my man.
Yeah.
I zoomed in. That's an
normal
inch.
shoe.
That's an easy inch.
How is that elevated?
Yeah, that's an old person ergonomic shoe.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Milos, I caught you, man. And this is what I'm talking about. Milos got them super soles.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
You know what they call? They call Nike Super Air.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now, if he's now you're probably 5'9" in this picture with them shoes, and he's 5'8". Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. All right.
But it felt good for a little bit, right?
Jose, good to have you with us still.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
After this story is It really puts things in perspective. Imagine going under and never waking up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Waking up 2 days later, not knowing that you got
You're gone for a day and a half.
fucking something in your heart and who knows what else.
Right.
That's
It's
scary,
probably the
man.
best way to go, but not for your family and friends.
No, no. If I would prefer to know that I'm going so I can prepare. You know,
Yeah.
I give the codes and everything. You know, and you get to give the websites the codes, and you know, just pass. I'm thinking about putting everything on the paper and lock it somewhere.
I have so many people say, "Oh, I hope I die in my sleep." I say, "Hell no!
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking die." In
I
my
said that too when I was in my 20s.
Fuck
Now
that.
every night when I go to bed, I was like, "Please God, let me wake up."
I was
For real though,
self-aware.
for real.
Awesome.
I sometimes don't sleep. I'm like, man, don't do it. Don't do it. Not today. Not tonight.
Well, too
All right,
much.
guys. We got you back. Milos, you probably about to watch the football game.
Yes, that's why I'm in the. That's a,
Yeah, I can see you're ready to go.
I'm ready, guys.
Nice.
I'm ready.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see y'all.
All right.
Peace out.
Thank you.